Our next question is actually, okay, so here we go. This week, it was discovered that a well and liked, trusted photographer in our local community had taken video of models without their consent. These models understandably feel violated, angry, and scared. We shared information on a code of ethics for photographers and safety information for models, but we want to provide all information possible for the models and how to protect them and make them feel comfortable when they agree to photo shoots. Even if we are not involved, can you please share general safety guidelines or best practices that models and other professionals in the fashion industry should follow? For example, responsible models trust. Like how would you reply to that? And this is just literally for all of you.
So, I mean, actually, Sundran and I were talking about this earlier. I mean, it is a police matter. I mean, this is absolutely criminal, what has gone on. And I'm so glad that you've got on it immediately and slapped it down, actually allowed everyone to realize that this is behavior that should not continue and it is completely illegal. And, you know, good on you. And you've got great guidelines out there and you reacted immediately and it's absolutely the way it should be done. I mean, it's textbook how you've done it. So, you know, congratulations on you guys, really. So, you know, we as the Responsible Trust for Models, we'd love to be able to do things like that for everyone in the world and have guidelines that are there that are set. But, you know, that practice has been going on and is sort of happening because it's institutional. You know, it's systemic and people have been allowed to get away with it. And so what we're all trying to do, and which is why I'm sure you've got this platform and it just shows how great you guys are already, you're trying to put a stop to it and beginning to stop this. You know, it's like stopping a speed train and sort of reversing the process. And that's where we are now. We're stopping that speed train. We're saying, no, actually, no, that's really bad behavior. You can't accept it and you can't have it. And by saying that, you're allowing every model that's listening to you to feel empowered. And I hope every one of you are listening and really value that, because it should give you strength and the real power to, if it ever happens again to you, that you can say no. But yeah, that's my view on it. Sundran, I don't know if you.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree.
Say as well, which is more practical.
Yeah, it was a terrible incident. I really, you know, I very much feel for any of you who've been harmed by it, and I'm so sorry that it happened. I think, as Elizabeth says, you know, there's things like the guidance, which, you know, the NWAFW has released is excellent. I think if you look at our pledge too, that will give some sort of a really good safety net as well for general abuses. In this particular case, we were debating, Elizabeth and I, whether even with those safety procedures in place, whether this would have happened anyway, because, you know, the nature of it and so on, maybe it would have happened in any case. So, you know, but I think Elizabeth's point about having the bravery to stand up and call out bad behavior is really important. And you really need to be brave about it, but that's the only way you're going to really change the culture of an industry, is by doing that. I can tell you that some of the things I've heard from models and, you know, their experiences, I've just been incredibly shocked about as someone from outside the industry. You know, there's sort of criminal assaults in terms of some of the behaviors that seem to be just okay in the industry. And the only way we're going to change that is from within the industry and from you guys sort of standing up. And as Elizabeth says, you're not alone as well. You know, there's RTM, there's other organizations you can reach out to. There's your friends as well. There's your model colleagues. They will give you a reality check. But the bottom line is, if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. And, you know, do something about it.
Thank you both so much for that reply.